Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence. I'm Series JG. And we didn't really even get through a full turn last time because I spent some time kind of talking about where we were in the LP. I tend to do that in the first video of a session. So let's try to get right back into it. The plan, as I've mentioned before, is to be as aggressive as possible. We did ally with the Tokugawa. I decided not to dick around with it and to put it off. I decided to get the marriage alliance with them as soon as possible. This may come back to bite us only in the sense that if they start making vassals of places we wanted to conquer, we might have been able to maintain tenuous alliance, prevent open war with the Tokugawa, and still take over other... My options might be limited by the alliance with the Tokugawa, but the game we were playing was avoid like cementing an alliance with them until I've got as much as I can from being in a state of not allied with them, or risk us going hostile, because I don't think I would have been able to do a marriage alliance with them if we had hostility. So we will see. There are things that we can do regardless of whether we get to take over the cities. It seems the Tokugawa clan has given us their answer. I pray this alliance will be everlasting. So now Mogami clan is allied with Ori clan, and Tokugawa foreign stance is now normal. And we are going to surround it.
Onward to the battlefield.
We're moving. You guys are probably marching off to participate in battle over here somewhere. Kaiji Maeda, Zura Uncle Baldo, Fur, and some other people.
Finally, some action.
Are going to march out here to help with what will eventually be an attack on Tokugawa Castle. And just when these guys, the whatever they're called, as soon as these guys think that we're their friends, the Nasu, we're going to turn on them as well. Because they're friendly with us because we were on the same side of a coalition. But coalition's over, guys. It's every man for himself. It's not like we're all teaming up against Wit here. If we keep along this path, we'll end up fighting with the Gamo clan to avoid unnecessary fighting. How about a truce? Nope. Have a unit take a detour. If it cannot, it will stay where it is. Nope.
Your orders?
Templar.
Reporting in.
We have... is that an I or an L? Linodira Castle is surrounded by a force of 3,000. It falls only a matter of time. We spent a little more than we made.
Reporting in.
Want to teach the schemer trait to retainer? I've discovered iron and other resources. All the training's paid off. And there is... so we can still survey this place. I was hoping Bucharubios would have actually been able to scout 2 castles at once, but it does not look like it happened. So I'm sending good officers. It's still telling me I'm not going to find anything. That just might be... I'm just not going to find anything. And once again, it's not so much the deserving who are rewarded as the people who are pissed off. Azami Uesugi... You know, she is not the worst loyalty we've got, but she's more worthy of keeping around than some of these jokers are. So the schemer trait. Time to change form down slightly. I think we will give that to... if I can find her here. Let's give that to... it actually fit... I forget what Hamuko Arisato's character is. She's not somebody who's doing a lot of role-playing. It fits Grimith Reaper. It fits Eventide Fate as she is being written up in somebody else's stuff. But the person, Lady Tolpanzer, is the one who actually won a battle, and we suddenly got that trait. So I was going to give it to Lady Tolpanzer. It seems like she's the one who actually earned it. And then we've got another trade, I guess, a clan trade, but, well, whatever. And somebody can eventually get the bingo prefect, but I actually have someone in mind for that. Which may shock you. It may upset you. And you might not give a crap. Merchant has some rather rare goods. I'm not going to worry about that right now. There's developing that needs to be done. Let's get it done. Gunsmith. Always want to be building gunsmiths when you can. Periodically check and see if we can actually... Buddhist... What do chapels actually do? Because actually any place that all they can build is like chapels and stuff, I probably don't need to worry about keeping... Because some cities don't have access to all the different castle facilities. And the ones that don't have any castle facility I'd ever care about building, I could probably just not worry about their castle facility and use up all their slots. So, Temple Complex, Cathedral, I think it's called, but they're not alphabetically ordered. Makes the district... No, it's not called a cathedral, though. Damn it. Chapel. You know, the nurse from Star Trek. I guess don't get to see what a chapel does until I get to a... Oh, here we go. Strengthens affiliated units that have creative officers. Maximum popularity increases. So it only affects units from that one place. So other things like Foundry, resistance to blockades and burning increases, maximum popularity increases, whatever, deluxe baths, whatever, arsenal. Muskets received once per year, that's really good. Riding grounds, horses received every year, that's good. Official trader, gold income increases, that's really good. Depot, harvest increases, that's really good. But some of the rest of these, like, I don't care about as much, so... This place could build an arsenal, so I'd like to build up towards that. This place could also build an arsenal eventually. But here's some place that will never be able to have an arsenal, so who cares? That's a shame. Aizu Wakamatsu Castle's got a lot of spaces, but none of the castle facilities matter at all, because it doesn't have the right stuff, as it were. But it could definitely be someplace that I start building up to get, yeah, I could get dual and I could get all sorts of population growth going here eventually. I don't know why I'm suddenly so gung-ho on building,
What would you like?
I don't want to start building lots and lots of, it's just not necessarily the best time to be. Daimyo who wish to be our vassals. Oh, I could vassalize some of these guys, but I actually just want to outright conquer them later. Never mind, those guys aren't, those guys are just parked because they're waiting to hold off our attack. I thought maybe they were.
Understood.
Maybe they didn't get that we were coming after them and we're going to go fight someone else, but they know. Kagamochi Yamakusa's unit is out of supplies. Yeah, we just got to take that city real quick and then all of that will be fixed.
We march!
And they're not fighting each other anymore. They're all ready to fight me. Let's show our skills. Take them out. The cathedral has been constructed. This is our turning point. That's what Bill DeMott told me. So I don't know if
Let
we
us
need
join
to...
you.
Follow my lead.
Don't know if we need to separately watch this fight, but yeah, what the hell.
Let's go.
Our night attack is a success. The enemy's confused. I don't know why they're confused, because they kind of should have known we were coming, but...
Understood.
Just leave it to me.
This should be easy enough. I guess we were always going to take damage from fighting the towers out here, like even if I didn't zoom in and control this. Yeah, so not a whole lot to discuss here. There's not a lot of tactical decisions to make. These guys were badly outnumbered and we're going to crush them. Kind of glad that I pulled out
Retreat.
KG there, though, because it's going to make the subsequent battle a lot easier. If you didn't be right for their castle, yeah, that'll make them surrender real fast. Arguably wasn't necessary. But what we can do now is have Cariando finish this city off. Bloody-handed. Oh, this might mean he runs out of food, but I'm trying to move aggressively, guys. Cariando can complete the encircling of the city, while KG and Bloody-handed move on to Komine Castle, because the city fell before Bloody-handed could even get there. Meanwhile, we really need these. Need this food for one of these armies. Yeah. He can't share provisions with anyone else, which is why they're losing. There are people starving. Oh, come on! You couldn't just let me have the castle before we switch to the next domestic turn. I could have set up its officers and all. We have Lindeara Castle surrounded by a force of 5,000. We have Tokugawa Castle surrounded by a force of 1,000. Up man's voice.
Here is last month's balance.
Or Lulu voice. Our income exceeded our expenses, oddly enough.
Reporting in.
I've looked around Soma Nakamura Castle, but it sucks. I looked around Gonendo Castle, but it sucks. All that training's paid off. I rock. We have bases whose hit points we should be... Oh, I never gave you any officers. I'm sorry. You need some officers to help you out. In the meantime, I will not actually repair the hit points of this castle yet. I'll give you really disloyal officers because you're pretty far away from the borders with anybody else now. But I will go ahead and actually not... Oh, I didn't save myself enough labor to... that was a mistake. Although, with all these new conquests, it could start making sense again to actually build up roads. Lady Tulpanzer is available, even though she was also in the middle of combat. So diplomacy with the Tokugawa will increase slowly over time on its own, but it probably is worth actually getting it up with getting it up. Probably is worth actually getting it up higher with the Megami, so I have the option of doing another alliance with them later. 2 years, 2 a pop. Might not go as fast as I want it to. And let's just keep going here.
Playtime's over.
Playtime's over, bitches. The Waki clan was eliminated, and we captured an officer. So now all of you guys will be getting food as you pass through there. Including Masamune, who's kind of caught up now. Is he? Where the hell did Masamune end up? I want to make sure that Masamune actually gets the food. The timing on this was unusual. He's going right through.
Leave it to me. Everyone, follow me.
So this is more units than we need, but they'll probably have a fight on their hands too. I'm wondering if I should have. Maybe I'll have Masamune come around. How much food do you have, Masamune? Okay, Masamune did replenish. May need to actually march some troops down there to help out, because we might end up encircling the castle and like actually attacking it and using troop strength rather than just encircling it with a superior force for once.
We will aid you. Take them down.
Well, what happened to the oh, the battle that we were in just ended spontaneously. Because the Kurohabaki ninjas were like, we will aid you, and then they disappeared. I think we got this, guys. It's really a matter of how many battles we're going to be able to win.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
We'll let the bloody-handed just kind of hang in the middle and see if we can lure him in.
Everyone, get ready.
All right, Uncle Baldo is going for the femme fatale technique. I guess you better charge in. They don't seem to be coming.
Begin.
They begin.
Let's have a good, clean fight.
He's interfering with the speed of our ninjas.
Can you survive our onslaught?
I think we'll probably survive. All right, everyone, don't fall behind.
Let's go.
Wow, you guys are falling behind, I gotta say. Ninja's taking heavy losses.
Sometimes you lose.
Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much. I'm going to hold you till I cry. We will go ahead and knock down the gates just because it'll make them surrender faster. Didn't do what I meant to do there. Okay, so by the time you guys take this city, by the time you guys get to Komine Castle, it'll be just about fallen. We'll be moving on to Otawara Castle. It's just a question of whether I have the troops to take over some. It's just a matter of how many. Now the other question is, do I want to... I don't have enough trust with the Tokugawa. I think I could get the Tokugawa to help to attack. I just have to make sure that I don't end up giving them the city. There's another one that doesn't actually have any of my officers in it. Or a created officer, so I could just let a battle unfold
Not
for a
ashamed
while.
to lose to a woman?
Throw down your weapons, bitches. Voicing regrets now will serve no purpose. I will yield my fate to the heavens. Oh, he's not going to surrender. He's the daimyo. Toyotomi retainer, Ujisato's heir. This is Hideyuki Gamo. He originally possessed a vast territory in Mutsuaizu, but lost it. After serving in the Eastern Army at the Battle of Sekigahara, he regained his land. We will release him. I'll never forget your mercy. Thank you. These guys were our allies. We're trying to take territory. We're trying to expand our power. We're not trying to create blood feuds at the moment.
Yes.
So we obviously should win this fight, but it could weaken us significantly. So it'll be important, if I can, to get any tribes on my side. Another unit just popped up down here. We had tribes joining us and reinforcements gain enough trust in the Imperial Court, so I'll stop diplomacy with them.
Let us begin the meeting. Reporting in.
We have Komine Castle surrounded by a force of
Here is
4,000
last
men.
month's balance.
We made a little more than we
Reporting
spent. Hori clan has changed their mind. Nanbu clan has changed their mind. Yuki clan, Hori clan. Imperial Court trust is enough. We even had an officer, a created officer, level up. Almandretta continues her constant surveys. Even JG Mystery will do a survey. Even JG Mystery, who's usually far above doing surveys. Unlike Almandretta the Avatar. No, I don't know what I'm talking about there. I'm just being silly. So we'll make more kind of crap officers who just need to feel good about themselves into castle lords. And eventually I'll get some more officers to work with here. But for now, the deal is that I've got to get all these prisoners back to base before I hire them. So I've got quite a few officers where it's like, might be good to get Butcher Rubios. Is he the ruler up here, though? Oh, he's only a retainer. Yeah, Earl King is the lord up here. But that'll just... You know what, yeah. I'll put somebody else in diplomacy. We'll get Butcher Rubios over here to start making something out of that city. Put somebody else to pick the diplomacy up. Yeah, Earl King is up there hanging out in that same city, so... Start working on these guys and getting them to support us. We can build an outpost. Which isn't quite the same as a fortress. So I was thinking, because it has lots of slots and doesn't have many facilities, I suddenly got into my mind I wanted to upgrade Aizu Wakamatsu, because it eventually could be a pretty major base. Could also go with the old stone wall here. Getting into some kind of expensive stuff, though. If I sold 8,000 food...
Thank you very much.
We'd have enough gold to do some more. Probably shouldn't be selling food when I've got so many armies out in the field, but... I got stuff I want to do here. Quite a few construction projects I want to do in this particular city. This will take a while, but at least I'll have to stop spending all the gold for a little bit. I don't even think we got everyone a chance to do development stuff that time.
What would you like?
12-layered helmet, man. Can't make you vassals, huh? Can I turn you into vassals? Their daimyo is powerful. Is he now? Doesn't look that way from here. Anyway, I'm going to call it a video just a little early this time so that next time we can start on a war turn. Because it is taking some time to roll up all these territories, but I feel like we're doing pretty well. I think we're going to get Ota Castle. Ota Castle. And I feel like that's going to be a really good thing. And I'm excited about building up some of these castles. I'm kind of like now, like if you have enough gold, I'm like build your castles and don't worry about the freaking facilities because you can always make room for them later. But facilities or castle facilities are one of those things I get super excited when I get a chance to build one. But you can have a castle for the entire game and conquer Japan and never quite get the commerce, food, and troops that you need to build the castle facility that you wanted. And I don't know that the horses and muskets that you get each turn from some of those are even worth that much. Although I need to start thinking about using all this gold to buy muskets and horses. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.